Hey, it's Stacy here from Next Edge Tutorials. In this lesson today, I'm going to show you how to get deeper edges in your skating. So as a quick reminder, we have two edges in figure skating. We have an inside edge and an outside edge. And how I like to remember the edges, when I'm on an inside edge, I'm leaning towards my free leg. And on an outside edge, I'm leaning away from my free leg. Now, why is getting deeper edges important? It helps for deeper turns. It helps with our spins and our jumps. So getting deeper edges is so important in figure skating. So before I start to show you how to get deeper edges using your body parts, I want you to think of this one thing. If you come away from this lesson, this is the one thing that I want you to remember. So if you are on a bike going forwards and you have the handlebars, and then all of a sudden you turn real sharp, what will happen? You will fall over because it is too sharp of a turn. What I like to think about and how we relate it to ice skating is if we're holding the handlebars, moving at a fast speed, and I want to turn, I have to lean my body into that turn. This is so important, and this is just like ice skating. We're moving forwards, we take our body and we start to lean into curves. It is so important. We don't go from straight to all of a sudden a sharp turn, because then it will result in a fall. So what are we waiting for? Let's begin, and I'm gonna show you how to use those body parts to get deeper edges. All right, the 4 body parts that we're gonna be looking at today is going to be our knee action, our free leg, our shoulders, and our head. So if we want to start creating a curve, if I push forwards and I have a strong leg and I don't use my knee, it is very hard to create a curve. Now, I want you to watch how when I start using that knee bend, how I'm able to press on that forward inside edge. So if I push forward and then I just bend my knee, it's easy for that edge to come around. If I stay straight and I don't bend my knee, it's so hard to do. So the first thing that we're gonna do to create that deeper curve is just bend our knee, which then results in pressing from that ankle, creating that curve to come around. All right, we're gonna do this one more time, and we're gonna go on an outside edge. So we're gonna push straight, and then I'm gonna focus on bending my knee. So I push straight, I'm gonna bend my knee and press around on an outside edge. And as I bend my knee, it allows me to lean more on that curve. So you just have to decide, are you gonna go from an inside edge or an outside edge, focusing on your knee bend, which allows you to lean more into that curve. Now, our second thing that we're gonna focus on with getting deep curves is going to be our free leg. So you can have the free leg in front, or you can have it pulling behind you. The one place we don't want the free leg is just dangling out to the side. So I'm going to show you a forward inside edge with the free leg pulling back behind my body. And you're gonna follow me because I want you to get this view of that free leg pulling behind, and how we're gonna focus on taking the first step, which knee bend, and now adding the free leg. So I'm gonna go pushing away. I'm gonna push, and then I'm going to use that free leg. Or you can pull it in front. The one place we don't want it, like I spoke about, is just here. You can bend all you want, but if that free leg's just dangling here, it's not helping in any way. We want a pulling of that free leg to help us get those deeper edges inside or outside. With competition season just around the corner, I want you to click on the link below in the description for your free PDF guide on the competition checklist. I want you to give it a review, because sometimes we forget about those little details like hairspray, bobby pins, extra tights. Things do go wrong at competitions every now and then, and if you can have a competition checklist that you can go through and check things off, you will always be prepared at competition time. So when you're ready, give it a click. All right, the third thing that we're gonna be looking at is going to be our shoulders. And this is something that's so obvious, but we forget to do it as skaters. So when I'm pushing here, I'm very square, but watch how when I open my shoulders, I can curve it around on a circle. So I'm not even focusing yet on bending the knee and the free leg. I'm just focusing on those shoulders opening up towards my circle. Now look what happens when I add knee bend, I add my free leg, and I add those shoulders. I immediately sit on that inside edge and I get a beautiful curve around. So I go skating, I bend my knee, and then I use that free leg and my shoulders to come around. You can get even deeper with that shoulder action. So it's completely up to you how deep you want to go, but these shoulders are so important. If you're doing an outside edge, really open them up towards that outside edge and it'll help you get on a deeper curve. Inside, opening towards that inside edge. All right, now the fourth thing is going to be our head. We always want to make sure we are looking where we are going. It is going to help direct us. So I want you to look at this example. So if I'm here, I have my shoulders and my free leg and head, but I'm still here. Yes, I'm on an inside edge, but it's not as deep as it can be. Now, let's add our head and look at the difference. Shoulders, hips, free leg, and then I look where I want to go. And I can get on a deeper curve immediately just by looking where I'm going. I'm not gonna leave it there, then step and leave it there, yeah? Use your head. It's like our body is like a car. We always want to look where we're going. We don't drive forwards, but yet we're looking backwards. It's so important that we use our head while getting on deeper edges. Now, we haven't gone over backwards, inside and outside, but it is the exact same thing. So when you push on a back outside edge, if you want to get a deeper curve, you are focusing on knee bend, free leg, shoulders, and head. So if I push back, I'm going to use those to create a deeper curve around. Same thing other side, deep curve around. Same thing for inside, which comes to mind is like getting into your spin. You use your free leg, you use your arms and your shoulders to press on that inside edge. And then the other way, press on that inside edge. By combining these four body parts, you will immediately get on deeper curves in skating. But what you need to take away, it's like the analogy of the bicycle. You have to make sure that after going straight, you start to gently curve it around. You don't want to go from here to super sharp because then you can risk falling over. And we always want to reduce our falls on the ice. So just nice gradual movements coming around until you feel really comfortable, and then you can start to do everything one motion into that curve. Now I have a fun little exercise that you can do going down the ice, focusing on those four body parts. So they're just inside edges. So we're gonna go arms up. We're gonna go push, press, push, press, push, press, push, press. You can bring that free leg around this way, or you can go push and bring it into your body, using those shoulders and your head looking where you're going. So this is a fun little exercise for you to go down the ice using inside edges, and it applies for our outside, and back inside edges. All right, that is our lesson today on how to get deeper edges. Just try to remember those four things: our knee, our free leg, our shoulders, and our head. Thanks for watching Next Edge Tutorials, and looking forward to seeing you in our next lesson.